speaking of the best players in the game, Michael Wilbon said that he would never speak about Bron the way these other guys are speaking about Bron. He basically came out and said, I have a 17-year-old son, so this matters to me. I am particularly sensitive to it. I do anything for my kid, and I will hug LeBron for what he did for his kid. There were shows that talked about Bronny every day. You know what shows I'm talking about. I don't care if my bosses get mad. That would try to get Tony and me to talk about it. No, we're not going.
I respect it, bro.
Yeah.
I respect it, too.
I respect it because at the end of the day, we've said this multiple times on here. If it was our son, would we do the same thing? 1,000%.
Going ham.
You know what I'm saying? And there's things that just got taken way too fucking far. You're not even just talking about Bronny anymore. You're going deeper.
Yeah.
You just take the shit way too far. Just critique what you want to critique. Like I said, Bron can take it. He's been dealing with this shit for.
But people have been doing that for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Like,
but not to this level though.
No, I'm talking about like if you say like rich parents out here in the United States, right? A lot of these kids aren't rich because they're rich. They're rich because the daddy's rich.
Yeah.
And like they take over the business. Do they deserve it? Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. It's the same thing Bron did. Bron took his power and gave his child a chance that we all don't have the power to be able to do. You can't fault a man for that. Because everybody, I would do the same thing for mine.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I'm saying is you got to know what comes with that.
1,000%.
He's going to get a little bit of he's going to get a little bit of that. But as far as faulting LeBron for that, like that's gotta die.
No, because I mean, like he said,
That's well said.
I don't care about what you do about critiquing my son. That's a part of the game. You can critique my son all day, but now some of y'all were getting personal.
Yeah.
Like Stephen A. Smith got personal. You know what I'm saying? Now you attacking my son,
and that's the part that like that's
double down on him.
He didn't tell the truth. He's lied and then had to come back and
apologize.
I
don't want no more apologies.
But LeBron kind of brought him to himself too, talking about my son is better than 50% of the league.
That's
the shit
what
that's
he
like,
was
all right now, bro. You got a target on your back now. It's time to get roasted.
Sure. And this is while he's averaging 4 points at USC. Like you can't do that.
Come on,
especially
4 points.
Like, you got dudes like you guys in the league. LeBron saying that. Like you're looking at him like, bro, what?
No chance.
4 points in USC. Hold on a team that was under 500.
Yeah, no chance.
With a heart condition.
Yeah.
Or a heart issue.
Yeah.
And you made it to the league.
Those things Bron could definitely have did differently because at the end of the day, there's motherfuckers in the G that
can go.
Bona fide.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's guys overseas.
Yeah.
Boy.
That
That should be in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where that gets taken. That was an outlandish tweet, but I think it just came down to the very first time we remember right after that Philly game, and he was like, "What the fuck did Bron do? Why did he do this to his son?" And like just basically just embarrassing the motherfucker.
Yeah, he
you know
called
what I'm
him
saying?
out,
Like you just went too far. Just be like, just like Bronny got cooked.
But
yes, he got cooked.
That's the thing though. You're going to get cooked.
Yeah.
In this league, you're going to get
sure.
cooked. You're going to have a night where
Some motherfuckers going against Tyrese Maxey.
Cook everybody.
Cooking everybody.
Yeah.
What do you think was going to happen?
You know what I'm saying? You run up against somebody like Jamal Crawford.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I ran against
The
Jamal.
criticism is fair game.
Piece.
It's fair game.
Yeah. Chris said for sure.
Because if you think about it, Bronny, NIL, he was probably one of the highest paid fucking.
He was.
He was.
Averaging 4 points a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
7
So
million.
as much as is given to you, just know that
Is required.
much is required. So just know you're going to get it on the back end.
But I respect Wilbon because he's basically saying, I'd rather not talk shit about somebody because I know where he's coming from.
As a father.
And
Yeah.
he's and that's where it's different. Stephen A. don't have no
criticism and talking shit are different.
Yeah,
I think you do got a kid. I think you got kids.
He got kids?
Yeah.
I never knew this.
Well, that's the thing.
I did not know he had kids.
The thing is, at the end of the day, LeBron got to go home, and his wife is like, "Hey, man, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You powerful out here in this world. What you gonna do?" You so like that's what he's. I mean, he pretty much kind of said it like, "Hey, listen. I mean, as a man, I had to take care of my business.
Yeah.
Or I got to go answer to mama at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody saying something crazy about my daughter or about my son. My old lady gonna be like, "Hey, what you gonna do?"
But it's
But
definitely
it's already understood.
But
she ain't got to
it's
tell me
tough,
that.
though.
I think it's different than that.
What you mean?
Like, I think Charlie put it a great way. Like, LeBron has put
No, he did.
Bronny in the spotlight to be criticized.
Yeah.
Stephen A. criticized him.
He
It's
took it
fair.
to
It's
another
fair
level.
Fair
game.
game.
It's
fair.
fair
No, it's
game.
definitely fair
He went
game.
another level.
And
now.
then LeBron goes and does what he did, and then there's that. Then after that,
Yeah.
it went crazy.
Yes.
And it's too much.
Yes.
I think like LeBron's got to take that and be like, all right, yeah, man. Like, look, Bronny, you're worth probably $50 million at this point. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll be all
Yeah,
right.
he should have not went up to him, bro, from initial. He should have never went up to Stephen A. Think about it.
I don't think he should have went up to him publicly.
In public.
Think about
not
it.
like
If
that.
somebody was criticizing
Right.
you want your mom and dad to come to your defense?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like,
What's the difference?
you right.
That's where I.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you right, fam. Ain't no
Nah,
difference.
nah,
like,
that-
do you
I-
really
I-
want mom and dad to come to the
But that
rescue?
I
was-
had to
was my
think
thing.
about it. I had to think about it.
But
You're
that's
right.
my.
I don't.
feel me?
And he's on the same fucking team.
He's on the same team.
That's the other thing.
Like-
It's just like
He should have went to him.
you.
He's a
Stephen
kid.
A. had one point. He could have called him. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
said. He should have did
He
it
could have
privately.
called him.
Should have did it privately.
He did it. Braun wanted him to feel that though.
Yeah.
No, he wanted to embarrass
He
him.
wanted him to
But
feel
that's what he
that.
said. He said,
He
I would have
wanted to
flown out,
embarrass
though.
him.
He wanted
said
to
he would
embarrass the
flow out.
motherfucker.
He wanted to embarrass him.
And my thing is, it's like at the end of the day, T and Charlie, y'all right. He put this
On Bronny.
on Bronny. He was gonna have it anyway.
Yeah.
Because his last name is what? James.
Yeah.
So
He's
making
junior.
that tweet, it's not a secret.
And
Why the fuck is
and
Bronny
Bronny
in the
doesn't
league?
even say anything. I think you just like Bronny to me has handled everything.
Oh my God. I don't know. I haven't heard him say nothing.
I can't believe how.
Yeah,
Why would he?
I think he put one.
He has
cap
no
on what
leverage to
Stephen
say
A. said.
anything.
But
No,
it
that-
ain't about
that
no
was a
leverage.
fan
Why
account,
would he?
yeah.
He's
Oh,
doing.
yeah, like
he's
Bronny's
he's
been great.
playing basketball.
The only thing Bronny said.
at the highest point in the world, he's making money. He's been making money. Well, Bronny don't care.
He's balling too in the
I'm a
G
The
League.
only
millionaire.
the only
Respect
thing
it.
Bronny
I'm a
actually has said
millionaire.
out his own mouth
I'm a millionaire with
is
no
that
bills.
he was like, yeah, I just enjoy playing the game. I'm a human, so I want people to remember that I'm just a human, but I just want to go out there and play the game. That's all he said.
Exactly. He don't want that type of pressure.
That's all he said.
His kid don't want that, but he's going to get it because of who his dad is.
I'm gonna be honest.
Unfortunately.
I would tell, like I said, if it was me, I'd be like, yo, Pops, don't talk for me no more.
Yeah.
He probably
I'm
did.
sure it's happened
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna
Agreed.
be even frank with you. Like, just
Yeah.
And he probably did.
because even when I was coming up, I would tell my parents, yo, don't say nothing to nobody, because there's no point. If I'm not bothered by it, there's no reason you should be bothered by it. If I want to say something, I'm a grown ass man.
But you don't know if Bronny's being bothered by it. We don't know that.
Oh, I
Right.
bet he is. I bet there's some things
We don't
being said
know.
behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And he is still a teenager.
And then as a father, you watching your son
Go through it.
Yeah,
through
that's
it.
true.
That's tough.
That's true. And in the locker room.
Hey, listen.
tough.
So I give y'all an example, right? So my daughter had a game, and I was always that person, like what my dad.
Daddy's girl.
But
Though.
girls
That's
is
different.
different,
That's
though,
different.
bro.
It
That's
doesn't matter.
different.
I would have had the same thing if I saw this happen to my son. So I'm looking at a situation where my dad always stayed back, never said nothing. My mom too, in the stands. So I wanted to be that parent too. So I don't say nothing. I be quiet. My daughter, even if she mess up, even if I see something wrong, I be wanting to critique her and do something. I don't. I wait till the end of the game. So I had a situation where one team, I could see this coach. He was really telling them to be real physical. Something my daughter ain't never felt before. She ain't never seen. And little girl they had a little scuffle or whatever on the ground with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Little girl kind of hit my daughter a little bit. She gets up, she's crying. I went crazy.
That's tough.
Not on little girl. I went straight to the coach.
Yeah.
Straight across the court. Didn't care.
Damn, you went
I didn't
Isaiah
care.
Stewart on him?
Oh, I didn't care. My baby crying. It's different. I know, and I get what y'all saying. It is different when you see that little girl crying. My baby was crying. So when my baby was crying, I got to come to you.
Now, girls are different, bro.
My
Right?
son
Girls
flicked
are
off a
different.
whole crowd.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I like it.
And my little man would do that too. My little man right now, oh, he'll let
I
him know.
like it.
Flicked off a whole crowd.
But what I said that to say that you just don't know how you're gonna react when it's your
when
seed,
it's your
bro.
kid.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how you're gonna react when it's your
But I
seed.
understand, like, I think even, like, and it's funny, like, Bron is at a whole different level. But even out here with, like, people know who I am as far as the skills training goes.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that some of these teams, like, attack my son.
Yeah.
And I approach it like this. I told him flat out, like, these kids are going to be physical. I said, half these coaches probably hate on your dad. So you got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's starting to like, I mean, shit, when he flicked the parents off, they were like, what's he doing? I'm like, y'all been yelling at the kid all game. Shit, what you want him to do? He going to defend himself.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
And
What do you want?
But that's what it comes down to when you.
I like it.
When you're in that level, when your daughter, my son, same for you, they're gonna come at our kids a different way than they do anybody else.
100%.
So my thing is how they retaliate. For me, I'm gonna let slide a little bit because y'all not treating them like everybody else. So if they retaliate like, man, fuck you. Well, yeah, fuck them. I'm with you too.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
I do it with you, baby.
I'm right there with you.
Real quick.
That's what it sounded like too. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a tough.
It's emotions. Though,
It
at
is.
that age,
It is.
and then-
And that's where it comes to after being fathers. When you think about you trying to put yourself in Bron's shoes, you talk about my son.
Yeah.
But his son is 19.
He is
in the
19.
NBA, and he's a
NBA,
millionaire.
And his son has, if my son had $50 million, I'd be like, hey man, I'm just gonna be honest with you, figure this shit out yourself. And I'm gonna keep it moving on my end. Because daddy's worth $1 billion.
I'm gonna talk to somebody who will crash out. Ray. Your son.
Yeah, but
is
he
20.
runs in bare feet.
If
You can't talk to him.
No,
In the
but that's what I'm
woods.
saying. That's what I'm saying, though.
He
That's
don't
what I'm saying. Ray,
Yeah.
your son 20.
Yep.
You see Stephen A. talking crazy about your son.
Yep.
Ray, you seeing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He going to the
Racing
back
niggas
of the
for less,
truck.
Hey, listen, it's different. Hey,
Ray going to the back of the
Kenyon
truck.
Martin.
Gonna say
You
something.
talk about KJ.
Well, he gonna earn that sponsorship deal.
He's
It
going
ain't about.
He gonna get that
but
sponsorship
listen,
deal.
you stupid, man. It ain't about. It ain't about like me trying to like take up for my son. It's like you walk past me in a moment where I know you just got off your show early that morning.
That's true.
Talking
That's true.
crazy to my
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
And you walk past me at a game. I'm like, hey man, holler at you, homie. Let me talk to you for a second.
I feel that.
I'm gonna say something to him. Like that ain't because my son is feeling the way or the way. This is me as his father. Like, hey man, watch your mouth talking about my son crazy. I don't care what nobody says.
Because if you
You
Bron,
said, watch him. That's fighting words, right?
Bet.
What he gonna do? Swing on him?
He sitting right beside the Laker bench.
Yeah.
No,
you-
that was
You gonna get
and
jumped?
if it want-
In the middle of a game.
If it gets physical, it gets physical.
He's sitting right beside the Laker
get
bench.
stomped
It's not
out by
gonna
the
get
Lakers is
It's
crazy.
not gonna get physical in the arena.
Wasn't that during the game?
Now, if you want
It
to
was
talk,
during the game. He's sitting right
So
beside the
Bron-
Laker
It was during the
bench.
timeout.
I'm
It's during the
seeing him
timeout.
every time I'm
so
coming to
Bron's
the
got
bench.
emotions already going.
Yeah, he plotted.
So
Yeah, he
you know
plotted.
what?
He
I
plotted.
don't really anymore. He
Hey.
didn't see him on the streets like having a coffee. Like he was in the midst of a game, emotions going. He probably was like, you
sitting
know
right
what?
beside the bench.
Hey, but
I'm about to
you
go
ain't see
holler at him.
you ain't see Marquise.
Marquise was like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
Marquise
Was sitting right there
Security,
listening, like, yeah, I'll wait for you to say
Alright.
something. Wait for you to do one thing. I'm gonna knock him out.
Hey,
Keith will
But-
definitely knock your ass.
real quick.